Clap again.
Boom. There you go. Hello, we're live. This is another episode of The Shivering Break. This is episode 3. Good
Episode
evening.
3.
Good evening.
Third time's a charm.
Good evening, Sir Mikey Rocks. How's it going?
Name's so nice they had to say it twice.
How's your week been, man?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Can't complain. A lot of shit's been popping off in the world of fashion and just in general.
Yeah.
To say the least, right?
I was just thinking more shit popped off in like our personal lives or your personal life. So we can get into that later or now. I don't know.
We can get into it later, but just to preface it, just Many Men by 50 Cent.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So what'd you come in with? I feel like this is the most tamed we have dressed up for the pod, honestly.
Oh yeah, this is like super chill. I don't even have my other pieces on me, my other garments on, but I guess fit check, bottom up, as we usually do.
Yeah, there we go.
I came in with the Birkenstock Boston clogs.
Big fan. You're a big fan.
Big fan. I actually almost bought a mocha pair this week.
What's the stat on that? Like 530% increase year to date?
I think as far as search history goes,
Yeah, but
people are looking them up.
Their awareness is out there.
Exactly.
Whoever is in charge of the SEO, shouts out to you.
Shouts out to the TikTok and the...
Yo, come on the pod.
Yeah. We'll feed you a Topo Chico.
I'll give you a chopped cheese and a Topo Chico, courtesy of Young Say. Let's go.
But yeah, so I got the Birkenstock Bostons on, the taupe colorway.
All right.
A nice earth tone.
I see you.
I'm rocking some chocolate brown pants from J. Crew.
All right.
Popped them on sale.
J. Crew. Noah Babesian shouts out. Come on the pod.
And then just a regular white tee, kept it classic.
Yeah.
And then a J. Crew cardigan that is not on me currently.
Nice. It's kind of hot in here. I put the AC on.
It's a little warm. I think let you turn it off.
Disrespectful.
It's all good.
Anyway, I'll go bottom down. You gotta do the inverse logic here. But I've been a little under the weather lately, and I don't sound as enthusiastic as recent pods. But got the dry cough. It's going around in Los Angeles, but we're working with it. I got the LA Apparel sweater, hoodie. You know what I mean? Nice, cozy, 14-ounce cotton. Made in America. Who loves that? I got the basic ass fucking Hanes white Supreme tee.
Okay.
Because you can never have enough, or you can never wear it enough, in my opinion. And then I got LA Apparel white shorts. So I got white sweatshorts with the white top. You know me, I prefer wearing shorts with a lot of things.
Is this your Frank Ocean outfit for Coachella? Is this like a little...
No, I'm going to wear linen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? More of like a cream or more like a bone situation.
If you see us in the crowd at Coachella for the Frank Ocean show, you'll see us in all white.
You have to refer me to Juan Pablo.
Yeah.
Because I'm like Juan Pablo, the one that saw Mother Mary in Mexico City.
I'm
wearing that white.
Don Eladio.
But yeah, I'm just hanging out. Earlier I was wearing socks and it got too hot and I stopped wearing socks. But those were also Supreme Hanes. I'm pretty much on brand with Supreme Hanes, cotton shit, and LA Apparel. Basically all white. I look like a fucking cult member.
Like, here, drink the Kool-Aid.
Nothing crazy. I don't know. What's in the air right now? Why are we just like, I just want to be cozy? This is like my cozy outfit.
I just think because after the holidays, we've all eaten so much food, so we just want to wear that cozy.
Elastic band. That shit is coming in the clutch, bro.
These look like normal pants, but they have an elastic waistband.
Honestly, when you get older, that elastic band,
Exactly.
it's the best.
Because we all know, you bloat, you unbloat. It's a fluctuation.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably should have worn more elastic band waist on dates, just because I'm gonna eat good.
Exactly.
And, you don't want you don't want that hard ass line when you take off your pants. It's just like, what the fuck?
So when you know you're going on a date,
yeah,
and obviously you and your partner know you guys are gonna have some fun after.
Yeah.
Do you hook up before the date because you're full, because your stomach is empty, or do you guys have sex after the date, super full and lethargic and snailish?
I'll do you one better. I circumvent that. I don't hook up at all until the next morning. There you go.
You give her that morning.
I mean, the morning is better for me at night, just statistically speaking. You know, like if you do the sabermetrics, Moneyball, the morning's where it's at for me. I don't know.
You heard it first.
What about you?
I would try to go before because start. It's like an aperitif. It's
Are you doing that one thing like from like something about Mary, like you got to empty the chamber?
Oh no!
Before you get out there,
I've heard of that one, and it works. But like, no, I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna go eat, a nice meal, and we both
you don't walk around with a loaded gun, or preferably you walk around with a loaded gun.
Time and place.
Depends. I guess it depends on the lady, right? Yeah. Or your partner, whatever.
Sometimes I need the loaded gun. Sometimes I don't want it.
Sometimes you got to air out the 9.
Sometimes you do. But ideally before, preferably not after, because everyone's gonna be full after a good meal.
That's a fact, though. I can't have sex on a full stomach. I just can't.
Yeah. It's like imagine trying to work out on a full stomach.
I can't do that either. Anything like with activity and the heart rate's bumping up after, unless it's a cigarette, I can't do. You know what I mean? Because cigarettes after dinner, amazing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Post meal cigarette, post meal nicotine.
The best, because like I'm trying to push that shit down.
Like, let me get my espresso and a cigarette.
Yeah.
Speaking of mainly cigarettes, you know who did make a cigarette scented cologne?
Tom Ford.
He did.
Yeah.
And I think it was like he wanted the smell of like cigarette breath and vodka breath. Like he thought.
Well, he first experimented with like champagne breath. He just realized champagne breath kind of sucks.
Exactly.
Which I don't know. I don't really drink champagne, so I can't really tell you.
Same here.
Vodka breath does have a clean finish. It's just like smells like acetone or ammonia, something like that. But I don't know. Like, would you want that scent on you? Like, is that something you'd be like, yeah, that's my scent. That's my look.
No, like, I don't know if you ever kiss someone that smokes cigarettes, like it tastes like you're kissing a fucking ashtray.
I fucking hate it. It's
yeah.
My
you
girl,
have to smoke a cigarette.
Cigarettes, you know this. She's actually weaning off the nicotine, so she stopped using the vaporizer. And she's like, I'm just going to go back to cigarettes. Anyways, they're banning them here in Los Angeles or California, right? So I don't know. And like when every time she smokes cigarettes, I just can't like kiss her or do anything after. I'm like, you need to like eat something or gargle.
Or you have to smoke one.
Or that too.
Yeah.
It cancels out, right?
Exactly.
Hey, sometimes I need a pregame cigarette before the pod just to like chill out.
But I didn't inhale.
It don't count. Hey. Okay, I'm a good person.
Hey, if you're gonna hit me with logic, I don't want to chit chat.
Honestly, though, I wouldn't mind having Bill Clinton another round. Honestly, that's the only time the American economy had a surplus. You know what I mean? And everyone was happy. Some might even consider him the first black president.
Hey, Bill Clinton's good up in Harlem.
You know what I mean?
He's good money up there.
He's great on a saxophone. Wears dark ass glasses. Charismatic as hell. You know what I mean? The ladies love Bill Clinton.
He's from the South, so he has that,
got that twang. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Got that Southern class.
You got that hard bypass.
He definitely drank enough sweet tea for that hard bypass.
I think Hillary. I'm sorry.
Chillery?
Chillery. I apologize. I'm a little under the weather, but I think Hillary Clinton ruined the whole thing. You know, that girl is a lizard, allegedly, from the Reddit sphere.
Supposedly, it's the one that we're seeing out in the world is not her.
I'm in a caning chair, and it's old as shit. This is from Saint Juan, Paris. You know what I mean? So it's like the famous flea market out there.
Oh shit!
Like that's the Rose Bowl flea market out there, right?
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Shit's old as shit. It's older than me, and I'm sitting on it, and it's just breaking down. And this is definitely all the Thanksgiving food just weighing down on me.
But we digress. So the reason we brought up cigarettes and cigarette vodka breath is because our boy Thomas, not Brady, but Ford.
I don't believe in the other Thomas. There's only one Thomas, and that's Tom Cruise. I'm getting lower and lower. We're gonna work through this. And like every time I talk about Tom, I'm going deeper into hell. You know what I mean?
It's like Dante's Inferno.
No, there's only two Toms I fuck with: Cruz and Ford. Yours is like Brady, Ford.
Exactly. But Thomas Ford sold out. Well, not sold out, but he sold his business for $2 billion to Estee Lauder.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, my guy?
He's officially a billionaire, right? After
Yeah.
this, good for him.
Round of applause.
Leave it up to the American designers to
moment.
be billionaires. Did we just do our first drop? Our little sound effect drop?
You just watched it live.
I mean, the first designer billionaire was, of course, Ralph Lauren. Another American. Leave it up to the Americans to make art and make money at the same time. Hoorah. And you know
Someone's
what?
gotta fucking
I
show
always
how.
considered him our generation's, Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of going along the lines of astute business, good timing, good forecast, hard worker. What more you want me to say? I think he shut down his like male fragrance, not male fragrance, but male beauty
Skincare,
line.
right?
Yeah. It's like
I
he made
believe
the
so.
cuts where he needed to go. I think he makes great product. He has a great universe, great design language, and he makes iconic, lasting pieces. There's a reason why Elon Musk wears his suits.
Exactly.
You know?
No, he has some great stuff, man. Like all of his peak lapel suits. Well, when the fuck have you seen Tom Ford in a bad suit?
Yeah, I mean, he always says you need a black suit and a white shirt everywhere you go.
Exactly.
I tend to agree with that.
I'm a fan of his uniforms.
Nah,
His city one
everyone
and his
needs a
country
uniform.
uniform.
You know what I mean? Whether it be at home or at work, everyone needs a uniform. It just slims down the thinking process. But no, I think there's something about him making something iconic and classic. And now he has the money to validate that, I suppose.
I'm curious to see what he's gonna do now. Do you think he's gonna make more movies?
Honestly,
I want to see more Tom
there's
Ford movies.
There's the rumor. This will liaison to another subject we want to talk about him. Alessandro just stepped down. There's rumors in the Twitter sphere that he might make another redux of Gucci, and if he does do that, I'm fucking on board.
Yo, I want to
I've
see
been
Velvet.
off Gucci for a very long time, just for creative differences. I'm happy for Alessandro. It turned out, but this whole '70s, androgynous, wasn't for me. Cool. I think
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles and Jared Leto just screams out. I'm like, I'm good. You know what I mean? It's like y'all do you. And I don't know. Tom Ford, Gucci. What do you think?
Well, fuck, man. Who brought back Gucci from crumbling?
First time around, it was none other than Tom Ford. And
Do you remember the advertising he did? Do you remember the Gucci logo, like pubic hair?
yeah.
Thing?
It's the G string.
It was the G string. He had
Yeah.
it was a tan
on
line.
a male and a female. Yeah.
He had the tan line was one of the campaigns, and then the other campaign was it was just the bikini pulled down low enough,
Yeah.
and the woman had her pubic region, her hair,
Yeah.
cut into the Gucci logo.
It's like we see that one meme where it's like George W. like Bush. It's just
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
like,
probably where they got it from.
If he gets that risque with it again, which I feel like is not new for the current day and age that we're in, but when he first did that, remember seeing the
Yeah,
the
but
Gucci
that's
tan
like
line?
90s era. Like that was pushing the envelope. Like what? Here's my thing. I think he's gonna do like the inverse in the sense that he's gonna go back to like classicism in Gucci. I know recently Ryan Gosling became a spokesperson,
yeah.
and for like the luggage though. And then because he's seen an increase of the youth. You know how like Gucci's like one of the biggest brands in the world, like, especially with the youth and Gen Z. And they saw a trend where like they're buying more classic pieces. I think that it coincides with Alessandro stepping down because he's a very flamboyant individual, and that goes along with his designs. I think people want more of a classic vibe because they want it to last 10, 20 years. You know what I mean? And I think I can see Tom Ford going back to that more classic look of Gucci.
Well, because I agree with you, and like you could probably speak on it, like first person or like from your perspective of, I know you have a Gucci duffel.
Yeah,
And it's not one of those obnoxious ones that's just like screaming Gucci. Like
it's just black
it's
on
not your
black.
style anyways of being
Yeah.
obnoxious, but like it's just a black on black bag. But I'll
It's
let
just
you.
like a racing stripe of red and green with the old script Gucci logo.
And that's classic.
You know
Right?
what I
That's
mean?
timeless.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I think that's kind of weird now. I think we stretched out so far. Oh, just like, okay, that's fun. It's like, I always see a lot of stuff now. It looks like drag, or like a costume piece. Now it's like rescinding back. Like,
Do you think like, okay, so Gucci Gucci, their house and their platform.
Yeah.
And speaking of the guy who could possibly be the rumors of him taking over Tom Ford, do you think he's going to bring back tailoring in menswear or even tailoring in women's? Like, imagine seeing them in some like deep burgundy, peak lapel tuxedo jackets or smoking jackets.
Like, so you see that ad with Ryan Gosling. He's wearing like a Gucci suit, but very well tailored.
Exactly.
I think it's going to match the structure and the craftsmanship of the luggage. You know what I mean? Like, we look at Louis Vuitton. They're originally like a luggage brand. And then Gucci was like originally like a luggage leather brand. And seeing more of like a bit of a more refinement and containment with what they do. Because it's a very powerful monogram. Like, it's just so strong, visually striking. You see that a mile away, like, that's a Gucci.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to stretch it out as much. It was fun seeing it get stretched out.
Yeah, when they did the big block varsity letters in multicolor, like, who really needs that?
What killed it for me is the Balenciaga Gucci. I mean, just as like...
what about the Fendachi?
Yeah, but I like how that's like a nod to streetwear roots. Like, because we always make that joke in streetwear as kids. Like, you would never see Chanel or Balenciaga with Gucci, right? And like, streetwear started that big brands working together. Then we reached a point where it's just like, it was just too much.
Yeah?
I don't know. For me, what about you?
I feel like once they started doing all those collabs, like, I love a good collab. We all love a good collab.
Yeah.
So this Gucci collabs, specifically the North Face one. That shit was fire. Like,
low-key,
who didn't want that
like
North Face?
Puffer.
The puffer or the parka
puffer.
Or the
And listen,
anorak.
I usually don't do like crazy loud prints anymore because I'm just not at that age where I could do that. But that shit was fire though.
But sometimes you need a statement piece. But like, so that was a good one. But there are other collabs with like what was it? The Gucci Balenciaga?
Adidas, Balenciaga.
Okay.
And then Balenciaga and Adidas, like they're all just fucking each other at the end of the day.
I just had a brain fart. Who did Gucci collab with recently? They did the Gucci.
Adidas, right?
No, the one that you were talking about where it was two luxury brands collabing where it looked like a knockoff.
What do you mean? I don't know.
Didn't Gucci do a collab with somebody?
Yeah, Adidas recently.
Tom, I guess.
Yeah, no, Adidas and Balenciaga had a collaboration.
Adidas, Balenci,
recently.
Gucci, Balenci, but wasn't there another one with Gucci?
I don't know. I haven't heard in a minute. But speaking of that whole Balenciaga,
dude. So did you see everybody is like? We have to transition lightly for this one. Did you see how everyone is saying they're saying their piece? They're like disconnecting from Balenciaga. Demna apologizes like
so disingenuous. They're just one. Okay, here's my thing. Like,
please speak on it, God.
I don't know. As far as like the spokespeople, the ambassadors, influencers that they reach, what are you apologizing about? They didn't push that marketing. No one reposted it. Like, they weren't there at the final cut and like, hey, they didn't greenlight that. Like, well, like Kim Kardashian, right? She's like the biggest spokesperson to speak out against it. But it's just like, I get like what the content they pushed was gross and vulgar and disgusting, but they're not responsible. And I hate this like fake, inauthentic, disingenuous. I guess like you have to speak about what? Hold them accountable to what? Because like, you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is like, what can they do? They just get paid to push the brand. They don't get the green light. They're not the art director. They're not the creative director. They're not the marketing agency. They're not the photographer. They're not the people that do the graphics.
I think it's more of like, because I don't know, it goes into so many directions, but like they're using their image and likeliness in the fucking, the media universe. So that person, whether it may be Kim Kardashian or, insert an influencer, they're looking out for their best interest in their business, so they don't want to be associated with that, which I totally understand. Like, yeah, I don't want to be associated with anything that Balenciaga has to do as far as what they're pushing, because none of us support that, or me specifically. But they're trying to be like a business person, like, hey, you know what, I can't be associated with that because they're messing up my money, and I get that. I get that, but they're covering their corners. But I hate when people push media people, be like, you need to speak up, and just like, well, not everyone's involved to a certain extent that we know. Because, like, what we do appear in a camera and what happens behind that, a lot of shit happens. Like, what do you think Kim Kardashian's really going to do to Balenciaga? She wasn't even involved in that. It's like the creative. Exactly. It's like, but the people will be like, you need to say something. It was like, well, it's quite obvious what they did was vulgar. You know what I mean? And it's like, and it's going through litigation. Like, let the courts handle this. But it's just like, everyone wants to,
have a say in everything. I don't know, but I'm so sorry. But have you gone down the rabbit hole about like what's in the photos?
A little bit. I've tried to like do some homework on that and try to see what was up.
It's a global COBOL. It's like QAnon. It's just like adrenochromes.
I don't know what to fucking believe, man. Like,
because there was an actual a document in the photo that states that like a Supreme Court document about how like pedophilia is not like free speech. I think you're allowed to have or make content that involves situations with children, but you're not allowed to like sell it. Because if you sell it, then that's I don't know. It's like some weird court around that, and but it's just weird. Why put that in a photo?
Yeah, it sounds like they're
That's
trying.
weird.
Either it sounds like they wanted to get caught, or they were like trying to like
I feel
rub
like
something in someone's face.
Yeah, or I feel like they're trying to say like, oh, what we're doing is art. It's not considered child pornography.
So
and
I guess
that's
like,
covered under the First Amendment, right? Or is it not? Like,
well, as long as you put it in a
like,
frame, does it make it art?
That, or it's like, but we're also using it. It's also an ad, so you are using it to sell something. So that's that. I don't know. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think it's. I was gonna say it's poorly executed, but I just don't agree. It's like what? Just why? Like who greenlit this? Who said this is a good idea?
Yeah,
because there's someone that came up with the idea, there's someone that talked about it, there's someone that refined the idea, then that guy says you have the green light, let's go with it. And yeah, I think we need to talk about those guys, not fucking Kim Kardashian.
Whoever greenlit this shit, can we get you on the pod? Like,
no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually,
no, I want to know. Tell me, like,
yeah. So I know, like, then you have like Balenciaga trying to cover their ass, being like, oh, we're suing the firm, creative agency firm that came up with this. And I think recently I just read now that they're like dropping it. It's just. It's sus all around. It's fishy. It's sus. It's weird. A lot of backroom shit happening. And we'll never know why. And it's gross.
No, honestly. So, but in, well, honestly, we'll never know fucking why. And I don't even want to put that much
Balenciaga. They're saying Balenciaga is officially canceled. Do you think they're canceled?
I think so because I saw at Nordstrom's recently, all of their shoes and all of their merchandise is like 50% off, 60% off. And I'm like, well, the first thing I thought to mind was like, okay, how many fucking bitch ass people are we going to see rocking Balenciaga because this is the first time they can buy it?
Yeah. Also, I hated people that are like,
please don't cancel me.
I'm gonna boycott Balenciaga. It's like, motherfucker, you couldn't afford it in the first place, so it's easy to boycott.
What about the people burning their ugly ass Balenciaga like t-shirts and like, you know?
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like, yo, I ain't wearing that. It's like, bro, I never see you wear Balenciaga in the first place. You know what I mean? It's like it's easy not to participate if you're not participating. You know what?
Like, yo, I'm gonna boycott playing at the Masters.
Yeah. I mean, just like anything else, time. You know what I mean? They'll come back around. I mean, Demna, I don't know. Where's Demna in all this? He's been very quiet, actually. Good
Apparently, question. I don't know, he disassociated or he said sorry.
Well, Demna's a genius. He's going to move on somewhere eventually, probably. And this is probably just a calling card.
Was this part of Demna's a social experiment, like to end it? Is this how he got out?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he called Kanye for that.
All right.
All right. Here comes our unsanctioned
sponsors.
Sponsors. All right. Back from our unsanctioned, unscheduled, and non-administered ad. Or no ad. I don't know. One day we'll get an ad.
We're sanctioned like Reggie Bush.
Any wine company or any fucking liquor company.
Yeah.
I specifically want that chew. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
That blue.
Don't say the whole thing. We gotta like.
Yeah, no. That's right. I'll say one word. You say the other. Speaking of the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, Raph Simmons, huh?
Yes,
he
sir.
He stepped down.
He did. It's a sad day.
I know.
Sad day in hell.
Any person that has vintage Raph, your stock just went up.
Exactly.
Shit. Made that guap real quick. But what's that mean? Like full time now at Prada?
So he leaves Raph, closes Raph down, and I saw that Musha, if y'all aren't familiar, Musha Prada, is stepping down.
Yes, she is the founder, creator, designer of the beloved brand Prada.
She's like the granddaughter or something, right?
Yeah, it's a family operation still.
It's a family affair.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige.
I'm going down.
But so Raf's supposed to take over
Yeah,
Prada.
yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because he's already been in the fold with Prada recently. Isn't he the one that brought back
I don't know. I feel like he's like a homie hopper. You know what I mean? Because it's just like he goes with Dior, he goes with Calvin Klein, now he's with Prada, and he's just like they never give me. Because when he was at Dior, it's like, oh, I don't have full creative direction. I'm not the. There's like the CEO, right? There's like creative executive officer or whatever like that. You know what I'm talking about?
He wasn't the full CD.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I want like he's like I want to be head coach and a GM. You know what I mean? So okay, that's why he left Dior. Takes a break, goes to Calvin Klein. Like, we'll give you the bag, the administrative title, and creative director. Doesn't do well. You know what I mean? And now he's with Prada.
I feel like Calvin Klein's like, what are you gonna do with it?
It's
fucking underwear and t-shirts.
I loved it. I loved it when he was at one. He had a Berkeley collab. You know what I mean? So I'm biased, but no, honestly, like I love his interpretation of America and West. And you saw it through the clothes. Like, he was just working out like, oh, I'm a foreigner in this country, and like, but they have great influence in the world, and it's trying to meld those worlds of European, American design and his interpretation.
How a
of
European would wear these Americana
it's
pieces.
like Calvin Klein, like back in the day, like, used to be like a very
that shit was hot back in the day, bro.
but like it kind of brought buzz back to Calvin Klein. To me, I want to see American brands be big. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking homer, you know, but I think he fits in where he is now. I don't think he's overextended. You know, he's a very hard worker. He's a very shy guy. And why he closed it, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Like, why would he close such a like renowned brand like that? You think he just overextended, or he just wants to lower his bandwidth and just have a laser focus with Prada?
I think lower his bandwidth because you know if he has both of them open, then he's expected to operate at 100% on both.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, then one of them is going to be the redheaded stepchild, and it's not going to get all the love.
But for the longest time, though, he was doing all these like his own personal brand and the one he's hired for, and he used to work at operate at a fucking high level.
But do you think because he's done that for so long, that now he's like, you know what? I've done this for don't quote me. I've done this for 20 years. This specific model of doing business.
Yeah.
Let me try doing it a different way for this one time, and let's see what I can get out of it. Because what if he just turns fucking, well, I don't want to say turns Prada on its head, but like what if he just really fucking shakes it up and, you know, we've all been wearing Prada for...
Are we like seeing a trend where everyone's kind of like receding in their responsibilities? Because this whole new, not whole new idea, but there's like this oncoming trend just in workforce in general, like work-life balance.
The quiet quitting?
Quiet quitting, coasting, and then, you know... Well, the whole point I'm trying to make, everyone's trying to just like, the 4-day work week, everyone's just trying to tone down. Like, if we can meet the same amount of efficiency and have a better, happy workforce, that's a win. And you think that's like what's going on with these creative directors, like Alessandro and Raf Simons kind of taking a step down? And
I think so, because speaking of, those two guys, and just speaking of Tom Boyd, like I admire him, and
he's kind of taking a step back too a little bit, right?
I agree. And the reason I bring it up is because I would always do my homework on Tom Ford. Like, how does he do what he does?
Yeah.
Like from a business sense and then from a creative sense.
Yeah.
I really admire it on a business sense. And what I learned from him is he's booked out 52 weeks a year in advance. So he knows what he's doing all of 2023.
But doesn't that feel like a golden cage?
Exactly. So I feel
like
like
there's a moment where it's like, yo, fuck. You know, I'm like, I've been doing this for some upteen years. And, you know, he's a dad, too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, maybe I just want to be a dad a little bit.
Because he said in one of his interviews, like, I don't have the luxury of being like, hey,
let's hang.
My friends can't call me up and say, hey, let's chill. He's like, I can
like what we do now.
Exactly. He's like, I can meet you from 9
One
to 12.
One day, this will, you know, be our job. I don't know. Who knows? I'm kidding. Or not.
Send that sponsor.
Yeah. Topo, get at it. Let's go.
Awesome.
I sponsor myself. Let's go.
Exactly.
Make my own stationaries.
But yeah, so being booked out 52 weeks in advance, and you know, knowing what you're gonna do every single day, every hour, like
what a G though, huh? He's just like so regimented, he's like a samurai of designers. There's like, yo, I live a fucking life for work.
Yeah,
I go home, work, and like I do that for 3 years straight. I'm booked out.
Whatever. I tried to model my business after him as far as that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be booked out 52 weeks in advance, but for a while,
say like 6 months, right? It's like, yo, this is
the max I did was 30 days. So I would know what I was doing
Damn.
30 days in advance every day.
That's really impressive.
But as
the
far
way-
as work goes, like
Yeah.
I didn't plan my extracurriculars as far as hanging out with friends and whatnot. But like I knew what was happening for 30 days, or for I guess for work's sake, 21 working days in a month.
And did you see your productivity go up, or
I didn't have to think.
talking? Okay, efficient,
Yeah, I was way more efficient. I didn't have to think
streamlined
about like
thought process.
who do I have to see, what do I have to do. It was just kind of like
That's what
you.
the uniform is about. It's not just you,
Exactly.
but uniform your life. Yeah, right. Where it's like I don't have to think. It's just now I'm just reacting to where I need to be at.
Exactly. So you can make less decisions, but I think that's where these guys are coming down to is
Yo, just like that one uncle at that party be like, yo, like, stay ready. So you never have to get ready.
Tom Ford lives that.
He lives that. He lives that.
But that's why I think Raph is stepping down and going to Prada, and then Musha. Obviously, everyone's getting. No one's getting
he's
any
been at
younger.
Prada, but I feel like maybe Marisha too stepping down in a way where it's just like I'm gonna let you take the reins a little bit. She's getting up there in age as well.
Marisha is the senior to Musha.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
No, I thought they were co-creative directors.
Whom?
Marisha Prada and
Raph
Simmons. Yeah.
My apologies. I thought you said a different name. I was like, there's
no. We said Minusha.
no.
Minusha Marusha.
I fucked up. I said
That's
Musha.
that's new rapper name. No, but yeah, right. I can see her just like, hey, I'm taking the reins off. I'm getting old as shit.
She wants to be chairman of the board.
Yeah,
and let him.
I think also the death of, I forgot from Chanel,
Karl
Lagerfeld. Everyone's like, I want my
Rest in
ex.
peace.
Rest in peace. Rip. Rest in power.
Exactly.
No, but everyone wants their exit plan. We have a homie trying to work on his exit plan right now.
Yeah.
Shouts out. Won't name. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I want my legacy to be at a proper send out. Or I'll end it on my own terms.
I guess a good, speaking on that, a good way we could talk about that would be Virgil. It's been a year since that happened, since his passing.
Yeah.
And like, he didn't plan. Well, I'm assuming he knew, what his illnesses were, but like, he didn't
wife
plan.
came out recently with it, like an interview, or she had like some prompts she came out with. She was like, he came out with like a 30-year plan, something like that. And he kind of, like, he knew, he had cancer, so like he knew he was gonna die. And then, I guess she has the plan from Virgil. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
But it's still so
she's
sudden though, because he knew like it's gonna happen, but like it's like we know we're gonna die, we just don't know. So that maximizes our time in a short time, right? So,
But when they tell you have a year left,
you're like, okay, you could, it's like it could happen anytime, but within 2 years, like I'm gonna go, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. What happens with Louis Vuitton?
I don't know, man. I'm curious to see what the next page is on Louis.
I want Samuel Ross to take over. I'm not gonna lie. Some say it's like Martine Rose, right? I guess they're looking for another black designer, I suppose, like just to have continuity.
Olivier Roasting.
Olivier Roast. You know what? That guy needs a break. Real talk though, because them designs are not ripping. They're not hitting. That ain't
How many
cheap.
times can you wear biker jeans?
How many times can you look like you haven't eaten in a week? How many times can you look like you have the power shoulders with a thin waist? You know what I mean?
And with a military inspired, formal look.
How many times can you look like Michael Jackson from the 80s?
Everything's sheer too.
Yeah. I get he has his design language. Like him and Hedy are kind of the same space.
Celine.
Yeah. It's what? Saint Laurent Redux?
Well, it's Dior Redux with the splash of Saint
Real
Laurent.
talk in 2000.
With the splash of Celine.
Yeah. Like those brands, I don't know. Because either you die a hero or you see yourself become the villain. In a way, where it's like so many people have very long careers. Kudos, congratulations, but towards the end, it's not top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, because it's like you said it best. I heard one Meek Mill song. I've heard them all.
It's like all as soon as you hear the Jello Beats, holla at me. I'm like, oh, here we go, all this shit again.
so my dad really wants the Saint Laurent Teddy jacket.
Oh, really?
The one from like 10 seasons ago.
Oh, the varsity? Oh shit, like the petite crop one.
The black one with the white leather.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, when that shit came out, that shit was hard.
Exactly.
I'm a sucker for varsity jacket. I was like, oh, that shit's hard because like Saint Laurent like made clothes that fit me because I'm fucking small and skinny. So.
And I feel like if you were to take right now's current like idea of fashion, if you were to buy that same cropped jacket but 1 or 2 sizes up so it's boxier, So you can throw a hoodie under
that
it?
fit was so streamlined, like that pattern, like it doesn't like stack. There's no volume. It just like envelops. You know
That's what I'm saying.
That
like,
was the look though back
let's
then.
just say
you know what I
you
mean?
can fit a medium. If you copped the XL and threw a hoodie underneath it,
It's so much fucking fabric, bro. I get what you're saying though, like with the whole varsity jacket trend too. You know what I mean?
but
You know what I do like is like if you can have that OG, Sean Stussy like the tribe jacket where only the workers have. That shit's out
hard.
there, and that shit's mad expensive.
because it's the
If you
all black
cared about
varsity
me
with
as
like
a
the
friend, you would purchase.
birthday.
I do the same for you. Just saying, but I haven't found it.
I'll try to find it in Europe next week.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Man,
Vintage.
That'll be 5,000, sir. Well, that's what your dad wants the YSL jacket.
He asked me last year when I was in Paris. He was like, "Hey, can you find this?" And I'm like, "It's actually like a couple seasons old, but I can try."
It's like you could go on Goat right now and purchase it.
No, on Grailed?
Yeah, it's like they'll deliver it right to your door, bro. Like you're good.
Yeah, what if my dad becomes a Grailed head?
You know, like you could arrive to your package in your whiskey in hand and boxer in one.
He actually sent me a picture of the Tom Sachs general shoe today. I'm like,
it re-released recently. I missed it.
so yeah, so he was like, I'm like, yo, you should get those. I'm like, get 2 pairs actually, one for me, one for you, father son.
Did he get you one or not?
No, I told him, I was like, don't give me a Christmas gift. I'm like, you want to give me something, just give me cash, bro. I'm like,
That's how you know you're getting old though. Is
Yeah.
like, yeah, I take the cold hard cash because like things need to be like spent.
exactly. I'd rather spend it. But speaking on our boy Hetty, he's got a show in L.A.
Yeah,
in Los Angeles.
we had a buddy of ours that modeled for him.
Yeah, Pascal.
Yeah, we'll bleep that out. Or not, who knows? He might need the help, honestly. He's like literally a struggling artist right now. Like he got gypped by Hedy Slimane. So he came out with a design, like some like teddy bear on the earring, right? And then because he's also kind of like a jeweler on the side too. I don't know, he's an artist.
Punk rock drummer.
Yeah, so he gets scouted for one of the Hollywood Palladium show. Y'all remember that during Saint Laurent. Very popular, very big.
That's when Hetty was making his record label, right?
He was like the guy, you know what I mean? And like that's when he was like raking in like billions of dollars, right? Anyway, he pulls up to the show, has his thing on, and then Hetty or somebody from that team is like, "Oh, can we use that for our campaign?" Unknowingly, basically saying, "Hey, we want your design, and we're not going to pay you for it." Essentially, but he didn't know what's going on. He was just like, "Oh fuck yeah, of course!" Like I'm a team player. Like use it for the fucking ad. Next thing you know, like they have the fucking thing selling, and he's not making shit on it. I'm like, oh, there goes the industry jipping an artist. And it's like, hey, but I got free clothes out of it. It's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? You know?
He did say he did get to walk in Paris Fashion Week.
Oh yeah, he did.
So I'm like, that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, but like,
So
I'd rather
we know a model.
I'd rather take $1 for every fucking thing that's sold. You know what I mean? You know, like there's only 0.01% of models make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Either 0.01 models make money, or you're basically a quasi socialite. You know, like Haley Baldwin, like beautiful, but like she's basically a socialite.
Have you heard about the
Jenner is basically socialites.
Have you heard about the world's antisocial socialite?
No.
Drake.
He's figuring out ways to bring up Drake in every podcast. And I feel like this is your life goal, to like troll me. Yo, Beezy, say something. Fuck out of here. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, remember that whole trend in LA? Everyone's just like, yo, LA's the next spot. Like, New York Fashion Week is coming down. Like, you were trying to build up LA. Tom Ford was showing. Tommy Hilfiger was showing. Hetty was showing. Didn't Gucci show one year in LA too? On the
Everybody's
Hollywood?
done something here.
Yeah, and like everyone's like,
Okay, they were preparing for
LA
LA Fashion
Fashion is like the World Cup team, the U.S. World Cup team. It's like, oh, next year we're gonna build it. It's gonna be different next year.
Week. We're gonna bring it
different.
home next
And
year.
you know what happens? Disappointment.
Tomorrow never comes.
Disappointment. Disappointment. It's like I just watched the USA team against the Dutch. Disappointment. And that's LA Fashion to you. It's like, oh, bro, we're still young. We'll get it next year. And it's like, nah. Like, this motherfucker's been trying to revive LA, like, fashion or rock, whatever. You know, it's just not it.
No,
Why is LA like that?
I feel like because it's well,
'Cause it's not them. Like they're good people. Like Tom Ford, Tommy Hilfiger, fucking Hazel May, Alessandro.
they're marquee names.
Yeah, they can move the needle, but the needle doesn't want to be moved.
I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. I don't know why LA can never really truly get their LA Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Fuck. I feel like we're not ready.
I feel one of the reasons I believe is the weather.
Because it's one weather.
It's a mono weather.
Okay.
And like spotted like maybe 6 days out of the year it's raining. And that's it. And we go nuts for those 6 days.
Hey, they should book it for those 6 days so that we can wear the winter clothes.
It's like we go South County, it's just rainbow flip flops and polo shirts.
And Ruka t-shirts.
And just like shorts. Even me, I prefer to wear shorts like with like you know what I mean? It's just comfy.
That Tom Brown shorts and suits.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But
The whole LA sits like
we'll see. Celine's doing a show in LA soon.
I think he's doing it back at the Hollywood Palladium. It's like he's like rewriting the script he did for Saint Laurent, and it's just like we've seen this magic trick before.
He's like that guy on the block. He's like, back in my day, I had the gold Rolex.
Yeah,
and
what
like
do you
10
do
bricks.
with a guy like Olivier Rosenberg and with Balmain, by the way, creative director, and with Hedy Slimane? Like they're like relics. I won't say relics to me, but like they're out of their moment.
Can someone do like a greatest hits?
No, dude, they fucking mix their own shit.
No,
and
but
it's
that's what I'm
just
saying. Like
that look is like, ow.
Like for example, like okay, we can't buy the Teddy jacket anymore. It's not available for retail, or you can't buy that Saint Laurent.
Yeah, it's part of the permanent collection.
Now it is.
Fine, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But like, what if they just did a greatest hits collection? Like, what if someone just financed fucking Hetty and was like, yo, make your own fucking brand, or make a capsule collection and make it the greatest hits of all the shit you've done. And like have it be like a Supreme style, like where it's only going to release X amount of limited pieces.
I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is like, it's like the 70s into the 80s. Let's talk about like male suiting, right? 70s is like, it's very long, flamboyant, colorful. Everything's just big. Collars are big.
Everything
are
exaggerated.
Big. Exaggerated, right? It's fun. It goes straight to 80s and went straight to like corporate culture. Almost
it got
like
very
English, blocky. Very blocky. It got very formal. I feel like we're going to that like 70s, 80s in a way. I'll put 80s, 90s together. It's very similar as far as the silhouette goes for suiting. You know what I mean? And like they're like the 70s. We're in the 80s and we're shifting 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? It's like they don't really. I don't know. It's like they're a novelty.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm putting on my 2014 outfit on. They're in a Halloween outfit.
Well, have you seen like the like the TikToks or the Instagram videos of like the people like get ready with me? Yeah. And it's kind of like a loading screen of like a video game. Like, oh, what outfit do you want to put on them? And they're like, what should I wear today? 70s outfit, 2000s outfit, futuristic, 50s, and like they pick one. And it's their idea of what they think that
Maybe
looks
you're
like.
onto something, because it's just like maybe we don't have to be the encompassing brand. We just be that pocket brand. Be like, we know our buyers, we know our customer, and you know what? We don't have market share, but we have
retention,
a cult following and retention. So I don't know. Good luck to them. They seem to be all right. What time do we got?
Got 8 minutes.
All right, I got 8 minutes.
What about the weak ass holiday sales?
Weak ass holiday sales?
Yeah, man.
You know the financial market we're in right now.
Yeah,
I know what you mean though. Like, okay, Thanksgiving just passed, and usually the next day is what Black Friday, right? And Cyber Monday. But most of these motherfuckers now have a deal going on for the whole month, right? Or like Cyber Monday's been extended to another 48 hours, and we all know it's like it's coming. You know what I mean? And it's that there's no sense of urgency anymore, because back then it used to be literally one day. Like just Black Friday,
and it would
people
be
go
ridiculous
nuts.
sales of like 50% off or more.
$200 laptops, some crazy shit like that. You know what I mean? Like $500 like 60-inch TV, whatever. But there's no sense of urgency. I mean, and making it more convenient for the buyer, they decrease their urgency, right?
And I feel like instead of it being a high discount like for that one day, now it's just like, you know what, we're gonna run it for the whole month or for 2 months, but it's gonna be 25% off just for those 2 months.
Yeah.
So it's still a discount, but
like,
it's not.
Black Friday will add on 10. You're like, I mean, does that move the needle for me to get out of my fucking stuffings and pajamas? No.
Yeah, to go out of your way.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, then there's Cyber Monday, and also e-commerce kind of killed it because there was like that feeling of like, oh, we're gonna go out at midnight after dinner on Thanksgiving Thursday, and we're like, right, like we're going to Best Buy or.
And I feel like every year that went by, it went from like, oh, we're going out at midnight to we're going out at 10 p.m. now. Yeah. We're going out at 9 to now it's like
next day.
Right after dinner, you can go to Target at 6 p.m. or 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And now
the
it's
more
just
convenient
like,
they made it, less urgency, right? It's kind of weird how that works.
Because, well, I guess, for example, like I went to Target recently. I had to go buy toothpaste and just like random shit. And I saw there was one of those fucking fleece zip-up jackets like that everyone's wearing, like the one that Stussy has, the orange one. So there was like a charcoal one there with like some salmon patches. And I was like, oh, that's kind of fly. So I bought it, and it said 40% off outerwear. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go check out.
Yeah.
I check out, and it's ringing out at normal price. So I'm like, hey, isn't this part of the 40% off sale?
Yeah.
This was Saturday or Sunday of Black Friday. So it was just like remnants of the advertisements. I got lucky enough. The cashier was like, you know what? 40% off. You're good to go. So I got a discount on it. But like
what the fuck are you talking about? It says 40%. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do your fucking job.
You guys should have picked up your fucking flyers.
Or you should have that in fine print. Doesn't start till.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
So yeah, but thankfully enough, the cashier was cool and he gave me the 40 at that moment in time. But I haven't seen any good sales.
So we talking about like the actual strategy of the campaign, and then now the over encompassing thing is, holidays. It's gonna be tight this year. Holidays are gonna be lean this year, and I'm kind of happy people are taking that priority. Be like, hey, you know what, man? We don't need to participate this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, let's be smarter, let's be wiser, and like.
Everyone's been cutting back, and I think people don't have a problem saying that they're cutting back now.
Yeah, which is great. I think like people are more self-aware. There was like that trend last holidays is like, don't give people gifts, like give them like pay their note for the next month or pay their LADWP bill. You know what I mean? Like things that like, yeah, that matters to me. You know what I mean? Or pay insurance bill, and like maybe we'll see more of that around this time. You know what I mean? Because like that's like more of a functional tool you could give people. This is like a sartorial, like fashion podcast, whatever you want to call it, hang. But at the end of the day, like, don't go broke to look fly. That's the dumbest shit. You know what I mean? Like, half the shit you see on Instagram or TikTok, that shit's like rented, fake, or their parents are rich as shit. You know what I mean? Few of them make their own money. Of course they do. But like majority, it's like smoke and mirrors.
And then a lot of it too, like a lot of the outfits that you see on these models or in the campaigns, they're not exactly what you buy at the store. No. And what I mean by that is like they have the shirts pinned or they have the things tucked.
I mean, yeah.
So it looks a specific way.
Look at a mannequin and look behind a mannequin. You're like, oh, that's why it looks fucking phenomenal.
Exactly. So like you have to kind of just view it from that perspective of like when I buy this piece of clothing that either is super expensive or whatever the price point is, like don't get caught up in it doesn't look like the fucking mannequin.
Yeah. And also,
I don't know where I was going.
No, you're great. You know what I mean? As far as that goes, is like also at the runway, most of them are just runway pieces. They're just one off. Like it's part of a show. We're entertaining people. You know what I mean? Like it's the pageantry of it, but it's not for sales. And it's just, there's something about like, hey, should I buy $800 for a sweater? Yeah, I must really love the design. And you know what? If you could afford it, like honestly, you have disposable income. Look that up. If y'all don't know, like real disposable income. Then go for it. You're not hurting anyone. But I do love the kids nowadays, or most people are looking to like upcycling and vintage wear and whatnot. Your best friend's like, yo, I cop like it's a new thing now. It's like, yo, I went to the thrift store or went to like a vintage place and cop some cool shit and like naturally upcycling,
Exactly. And then like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the pieces, like you may not be able to get them anymore. So if you can find a vintage piece of whatever it may be, it's that extra value added to it where like, if you can find, vintage Ralph here in the States or, anything vintage or vintage Carhartt or vintage Stussy.
Especially in a time like, let's just say like Carhartt or like old Ralph where like it was actually made in the U.S. And it's like, you can tell like how
the quality.
The quality of it. It's like this last 20 years and it got to me and it still feels phenomenal. And it's going to last another 20 years if I treat it right.
Exactly.
And you look at the new shit now, it's like, they're cool, but you can tell it's like this. Within 5 years, this is gonna rip.
Yeah, dude, I hate when you buy something and you already get like a fucking crotch blowout or one of those things.
Yeah.
Raw denim. It's making a wave. It's coming back.
Yeah,
I know. We've been on the denim game.
I was in I was in Berkeley a couple of weeks ago, and there's a famous denim shop there called was it Slash Denim?
Mm-hmm. Famous one.
Shouts out to Slash Denim. They're known for actually like vintage denims and whatnot. I picked up like a vintage Carhartt from like the late '90s. Phenomenal, great. But to get to that point, you need raw denim.
Exactly.
I don't know. What do you think? You think raw denim is making its redux? I was a big denim, by the way. I was a junkie for that stuff.
I fuck with raw denim heavy, and recently, I'd say maybe in the past like 3-4 months, I've been buying more 501, 505 Levi's, just regular straight fit, and buying the darker washes that have like no spandex or anything stretchy in them. And the reason why is because I want to truly see a jean go from dark indigo wash to broken in dad jean. And like we all buy them pre-broken in or with cuts or
that's the trend right now. Yeah.
So I want to like your Naked and Famous ones, your Big E's or
the Big Johns.
Big Johns.
Yeah.
A 14 ounce, right?
16 ounce, bro.
Oh shit.
A potty waddy break.
Back from smoking in the boys' room.
Tall boys in the alley.
So
we were talking about denim, raw denim. Is it making a comeback?
I think so.
You think so?
I want to see some Japanese selvage denim.
What's the taste notes you're smelling? Why is it coming back?
Well, everyone's wearing the straight fit, relaxed, baggy pant.
At least a straight fit for sure.
Yeah. So I feel like that's definitely right up the alley of
baggy's an option.
I feel like it's definitely right up the alley of
as
of
Waleed would say, full option.
Full option only. Only full option for the
Only
Habibis.
Mercedes, all black on black, full option. But you gotta hear him say it though. He's like, only full option only.
Full
okay,
option.
You understand?
Full option only.
I was like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Too rich for my blood.
But I want to see the. I've actually been seeing, when they cuff the pants, but it's like an exaggerated cuff that's like 6
like
inches.
3-inch, 4-inch.
No, I'm seeing 6-inch cuff. Like,
whoa,
they're buying pants that are like, just say for
like
example,
some Japanese shit.
Yeah, let's just say their normal inseam is like 29.
Yeah,
they're buying like a 32 inseam.
Yeah,
and they're cuffing it. The viewers can't see this, but this is for my partner. Like that much or more.
Don't be so lewd. Okay, you gotta take me out to dinner first.
Dinner? Hardly know her.
Who's on first?
But so that's what I see what them doing with the pants, and I've seen a couple of them where they're selvage denim, and they're doing the huge, massive cuffs, and I don't know, it looks cool, but I feel like it's just kind of like
people
a fad.
Down with the struggle, like that first 2-3 months. You're just like it's crispy ass bacon on you.
When you have to sleep in it.
I used to have like 16-ounce, 14-ounce denim on me, and like you have to break those motherfuckers in, and you can't wash it either.
How many times did you sleep in them?
I will never sleep in it, but I'll be like, first thing I wake up in the morning, I put them on. Like it's like, okay, you gotta get the mileage on. You gotta break these motherfuckers in.
Did you ever wear them in the bathtub?
No.
Put them in the bathtub?
No. I seen a motherfucker once work out in them. I was like, get the fuck out of
Damn.
here, man. I was like, yo, he was doing squats too. He's like, yo, I want the honeycombs and whiskers to come in real hot.
That's kind of like Brunello Succiolini wearing cashmere to play soccer.
Yeah. That's fire though. But like, I don't know. I guess people are just buying washes now. No one really cares about like, hey, let's work it up to a certain level. I was like one of those enthusiasts that would try to do that. And then I came of age. I was like, I just started wearing black jeans everywhere.
Yeah, the Rockstar skinnies.
Yeah, for a long time. And then now I washed out through that cycle mentally. I was like, now I'm just gonna buy the washes I really like.
Yeah.
Like, cause like I was at Berkeley with the Slash denim, and there was like 100 washes. And I was like, but that's the one. You know what I mean? And I think raw denim's cool. It has that structure, especially when you cuff it and it sits on like boots, like work boots. Those are fire. Like all Alden work boots, Red Wing work boots. Beautiful. Common Project work boots. They make them too. You know what I mean?
Visvim.
Steel toe red boots too. Desert Storm leather. Don't put the red laces on them, please.
Yeah, preferably not. It's not a vibe.
Hey, Kanye, I don't like red laces on my black boots. That's kind of sus.
Yeah. We're not cool with the Kanye.
I don't know, sucking place. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? It takes a village to raise a person. It also takes a village to take down a person.
It does. So be a part of the good village. Be a part of the right one.
I don't. I feel like it's like hipster to like raw denim right now.
Yeah, and I feel
everyone's like with that like loose baggier fit, and like we're older dudes. Like that shit feels nice.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It's like, do you want to put the work in? You want to put the work in, bro?
Because you know how like there's no forgiveness.
Yeah,
raw denim is like plain blades.
Yeah, if you have a date, don't wear raw denim. That shit's gonna like smear on your white shirt.
Oh yeah,
legs be all fucked up and red. She's like, "What the fuck?" Like,
don't wear white sneakers with raw denim because they're gonna
bleed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, it's
color transfer.
It's a struggle. It's like, yeah, like you can't get any water on it at all. You know what I mean? For the first like 6 months, you know, like they say, like, "Oh, don't wash it the first year." You know what I mean? It's like you won't put your fucking denim in the freezer and spray Febreze. You know what I mean?
Some people aren't about that life, man.
I was, dude. Like the Momotaros, like Kicking Mules, PRP, like all them shits. You know.
I still want a pair of Momotaros.
You know what I mean?
With the indigo dye though.
Dude, also the APC jeans, like I was like, bro, yeah, amazing.
What about
acne jeans?
13?
Oh no, 16. 16. That's a good one. Right? Yeah.
Those were good.
Dude, the flatheads.
3x1.
3x1. Yeah. See, yeah, bro. We used to be crazy denim heads. Like 3x1 used to be the one that did Jay-Z's. Like, yo, I get my shit bespoke.
Exactly. Bespoke denim, and I'm like, yo, where?
We were in high school. Our minds was like blown. I was like, what? Bespoke denim?
Like, I didn't even know this was possible.
In typical Jay-Z fashion, it sounded better than like what it was. Like, it's cool, but it's like, yo, they roll it out for me. I'm like, roll that shit out. You know what I mean? Like,
let me see that spool of denim.
It's like, here's my leg, measure it, bitch. Like,
speaking of denim, though,
yeah,
someone that's been in the denim world heavy, Diesel. How do you feel about them?
They're making that huge comeback. They had that great. I know everyone was talking about it, so I had to look at it. It was that one with the blow up not architecture, like sculpture. And they're walking around it, and Diesel. I know they're having a big, huge comeback. Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I remember wearing Diesel in like the mid 2000s, like
when I was like in 6th grade, bro.
2009, 2010 max, and then
post Diesel Gene was True Religion.
Yep. True Religions.
Hashtag had a collab.
Hashtag Supreme.
Hashtag True Life. You know the fucking Titty Boy. You're right. The Titty Boy turned to 2 Chainz. He's like, yeah, that True Religion. The way he's taking the piss in the, you know what I mean? Had the True Religion.
True Religion jean jacket on.
Yo, shouts out to
Chief Keef.
Shouts out to fucking Harlemite.
What's
keep that shit on the Rizzy. Bring that shit back. What's his name?
Fuck, how am I?
Jim Jones.
Exactly.
Shouts out to Jim Jones and Nike
the
Shocks.
whole diplomats.
Yeah, shouts out to best era Lil Wayne, by the way. Can't Feel My Face. I still need that. I still need that collab. Jules Santana. But no, that was the shit though. You had the Nike Shocks, the True Religion jeans sagging, you know, so you get that stacking. All right. And then you had the polo draws. You had the polo, you know what I mean? You top that off with the fitted.
And all the colors had to coordinate too.
Yeah, you going? Yeah, you was fly. You know what I mean? And you know what? If you was like a Puerto Rican, a Norican, Dominican, you get a couple of rosaries underneath. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
With the ice picks lined up.
Yeah,
ready to roll.
The chin strap, that shit was an era. I didn't do the chin strap or the rosary, but like the polo, near fitted, and yeah.
I definitely had a pair of shrews with some Uptowns on, white Air Force Ones. For those that don't know,
Rockin' Republics and
yep.
Yeah, that's the whole era.
And a Lacoste polo on, looking like Turtle with the fitted. I remember spending many nights in the Bellagio with them situations on. I was a child.
Homie had the G Unit suspender tank top on.
Walking out to the beach party at like 6th grade. I'm like, yo, what's up?
What's up, ma? You want to get the chicken tender or what?
Oh man.
She's like, you thought I was feeling you?
Apparently I was a munch.
No, but Diesel jeans, it's not just your jeans though. It's like your bags and accessories. Like it's a whole lifestyle now.
Yeah, they actually had the logo of the year. They take logo of the year for 2022.
The D?
The D.
They took the D.
Someone's giving them the
They
D.
accentuated the D.
Or they're giving the D to
They
somebody.
won an award for that D logo.
That D is trophy worthy.
That D is working. It's working overtime. You need to get paid.
So how do you feel about Mew Mew taking the brand of the year?
That's a hard cut. You know what? You're making transitions like that one hookah bar we went to in Hollywood. We went to some hookah bar.
Yamashisha.
And shouts out to my Habibis. It was a Persian hookah bar, and you're playing Persian music. And literally, homie wouldn't know, like, there's no fades or cuts or reverb transitions or, like, just no skill whatsoever. Homie would just press pause, next song. And he'd be smoking a hookah the whole time. We'd be like, this shit hurts my ears. And we're the dummies. We had, like, the VIP table next to the fucking speaker. It was our homie's birthday, by the way. I didn't pay for shit. But, like, the speaker was next to our ears.
It's the hardest cuts of your.
We couldn't even have a conversation. And
we had to walk
this
outside.
Guy is so bad.
Yeah.
You know?
But see, that my cut was similar to that guy.
You're making harder cuts than that guy. But no, who's that one girl? Sydney something from Euphoria. Yeah, the blondie.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she got some hot water about, like, her uncles being MAGA, whatever. I don't know. But she was, like, a spokesperson for Mew Mew. And, like, that started the whole... For me, I was like, oh, like, why would she choose that? Then I saw some of the designs and some of the stuff they're doing. And it's
they
very,
brought
like,
back
early
like
2000 shit. But it's just... I don't know. Like...
The super mini skirt.
It's just like Diesel. We're ultra crop top. Low waist.
Small shirt, big
Low
pants.
rise waist. Yeah, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Though? Like, it's like circa early Y2K shit.
Literally.
Y2K shit, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like everything that the kids are wearing these days is all the shit that we wore as kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Jim Jones, all the models we saw early 2000s, you know what I mean? Like, like Cristiano Ronaldo, Euro trash is in.
Euro trash is back.
Euro trash is in. I don't mean that in the meaning, but y'all get what I'm saying. The fucking rolled up jean shorts, the sweaty body odor, the fucking just tight everything, and just like miscropped situations. When's the sweatband gonna come back? And I mean, trucker hats are out, but like, when are you gonna start like turning them a little bit?
Right? Like NERD?
I was thinking more like Von Dutch, Ashton Kutcher.
Okay. You just got punked.
Remember that one guy, Tracy Mills, trying to bring back Von Dutch? He was like the CD for them for a little bit. He's probably like Kanye's camp. Okay.
I guess it wasn't a wave.
I remember like Travis Scott was wearing Von Dutch for a little bit because of that.
I remember everyone was wearing Von Dutch because the trucker hats came back in, so they were like, "Oh, who's the OG trucker?" Well, it's Von Dutch.
Von Dutch, yeah. Well, like Mew Mew taking that hard cut.
Mew Mew.
That's me new thing. It's like, yo, hard cut. And then it's like just continue with the hard cut. You know what I mean?
You heard it first.
What did they say? Like, everyone's like, yo, pause. And like, now it went to like, nah, fast forward. Gotta see the rest of it.
Rewind.
Nah, for us, we're DJs. We're just like, hard cut, out. I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Mew Mew, to me, they always been like the little sister branch like Prada.
Kind of.
Yeah, right?
Because they had that recent collab with New Balance. They did a Mew Mew New Balance, like the 575.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yo, ever since Teddy took over for CD at New Balance, killing it.
100%.
I didn't know Mew Mew had New Balance collab. Speak more about this.
I found out from my fucking mom. She sends me a link. She's like, "Hey, can you buy me these?" And I'm like, "Oh, Mew Mew New Balance? Fuck yeah, I like New Balance and Mew Mew's cool. Look at the price, $700." I'm like, I love you, Mom, but
don't love that.
I don't love that.
He's like, but she's like, do you really love me though?
I'm like, I can get you some Aimee Leon doors.
She's like, I didn't have to shit you out for 9 months. You're like, I didn't ask for that either.
I didn't ask for this.
It's like, why are you trying to hurt me?
But they're pretty cool though. They're like pastel colors, kind of fuzzy.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, nothing looks special though.
I don't know. You think Mew Mew's gonna be a flash in the pan? Because to me, it's like a little sister brand.
I think so.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't think it'll be here for too long. It'll have its moment.
You think it's a novelty? Same with Diesel?
Definitely.
All like same kind of Rick and file about that.
I feel like Diesel might be a novelty. I feel like they have the
What's next? Jenko jeans?
Jabot.
No. I can't wait till we see the Christian Audige Ed Hardy return. What's up? What's going on there? Checking your phone?
Sorry.
Homie got the bitches in the Waldorf.
I wish. Take a Waldorf salad.
I could take a Bar Hemingway right now.
Hopefully
He'll be there in a week.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be there soon. But another hard cut. Prada Re-Nylon Edition 2000 mini bag is the bag of 2022. Now, it's hard for us to speak on this since we're menswear, but
No,
I've been
but
seeing a lot
I
of
do want to
dudes.
speak on the state of purses as a male. One, I don't know shit. Two, I just know like very little. But three, what I really want to get into was DH Gate.
DH Gate?
You heard of this? My girl told me about this. DH Gate.
It's like the rental?
No, that's Renter One Ray.
Okay.
Right? It's other brands to do like rental stuff. I'm looking into that. Not like renting, but like doing my own rental service, right? There's this DH Gate. It's like very, very, very good Canal Street. You dig what I'm saying?
I got you. Where's it? Where's DHK at? Or is it online?
China, online, e-commerce. Let's just say it's basically the same factory as no. Okay, no.
I know you're in the sneaker game where you were. Is this the same thing? Where like, it's reps. They're made in the same place as the Jordan ones.
Yeah. All I gotta say is like, I say like, oh, all the fake shit comes out of China. And it's like, you're right, but all the real shit comes out of China too. You know what I mean? Like, so it's the same factory, and it's making the same gear, but it's non-sanctioned. You know what I mean? And bro, they got the cards, they got like the serial number, they got like the date stamp, they got the schmuck bag that covers it. They even got the box. Like, it's crazy. And that was the number one bag that was created that they sold on DHgate.
The mini bag?
You go on TikTok right now and type in the, whether it be the Bottega Pouchet bag.
I'm about to buy myself a Birkin on DHgate right now.
Bag. No, that's big on there too. But this was number one because you know what? It's really easy. Think about it.
I'm going to search this live.
No, DHgate. But it takes like 2-3 months to ship. I'm not a big fan of it. Obviously, you know my stance on this shit. But my girl's telling me it's like, this is a big, not an epidemic, but this is where people get most of their, Canal Street. Canal Street is a street in New York City, by the way, where a lot of fake shit gets sold to the public.
A lot of fakes.
And then, like, if you're real smart, you don't buy the shit in the front or even in the aisle. You take them to the back. You'd be like, hey, I want the shit in the back. How do I know this? The dark arts. You know what I mean? But you don't need to do that no more. You don't want to go there with a fucking cloak and dagger. You don't need to go there with a hoodie or a poncho. Now you can rest easy in your motherfucking socks, PJs, in your fucking bed. Go on DHgate.
Dude, this website
and
sucks.
Get this shit.
So laggy.
I think that the reason why I say this is because that's probably what pushed that purse to be the purse of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went through a long diatribe and we learned some new shit.
We did. So now you know where you get the fake bags. So if I see you with the bag that I know you can't afford, I know where you got it.
Hey, listen, you got any, like, for all the homies out there, you got a little side girl, you want to, like, got a little bitties on the side you want to impress, DHgate.
Use our referral code.
And she's like, oh, where'd you get this from? And you got to be like, skirt. All right, we had a little technical difficulty, but shit's charging up. We're good. You know what I mean? We're growing pains.
It's working. We're moving.
It's going. I'm having fun. I don't know about you.
Fuck yeah, dude. We're talking about clothes and shit.
You don't look very fun. I always think because you're wearing an LA hat and then like the Dodgers got kicked out in the first round and I'm fucking pissed. Ouch.
Always happens to the Dodgers.
Fuck you. When's the last time the Angels made it?
I'm not an Angels fan either.
You're just a... Okay,
just a hoe.
I'm a better person now. I'm not trying to say... What are you talking about? I'm the editor. I can bleep out anything I want to say. You know what I mean? But what were we talking about earlier? Shit.
Birkenstocks.
Were we talking about Birkenstocks?
Hard cut.
I thought we were talking about like hard cut. Okay.
Hard
That's
cut.
our new words, like hard cut. Round that conversation. You take the lead. This is your brand.
Well, I used to despise them.
I still do.
And now I'm a fan. The Birkenstock Boston Clog.
I think you're a fan of the mule trend, not the Birkenstock.
Yeah, I'm more a fan of Mule, and they're also comfortable as fuck, like super comfy. maybe I say the first week.
Recently, Birkenstock had like a showing of like artifacts, like from people that wore Birkenstock.
Oh, the Steve Jobs ones.
The Steve Jobs ones. Yeah, they wore the Arizonas.
Yeah, I think they sold for like $250,000.
So
right?
only two people only need to like that could wear Birkenstocks, in my opinion. It's Jesus and now Steve Jobs.
If you're not Jesus,
Who's basically Jesus
or Steve Jobs, I'm sorry, you can't wear them.
No, wear them with caution.
But they had a 600% increase in searches, and became the shoe of the year.
Yeah.
This year. How do you feel about that?
Know what? I respect the grind. I respect them. It happened organically. There's no spokesperson that they hired. There's no influencer being like, I wear Birkenstocks now. It's just like the mule trend.
Yeah.
And like, actually, a lot of chefs wore them in the kitchen. You know what
The
I
leather
mean?
one.
Yo, shout out to The Bear.
Yeah.
Love that show.
With the white Supreme Hanes.
What's up, baby? No, hey, that needs... I can't wait till season 2. Anyway, though, but like, yeah, you see more... The whole trend of like, either you're wearing baggy jeans, washed jeans, right, with Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Or I see a lot of motherfuckers in like the leather Bostons with the wool socks and crop pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they're rolled up. You know what I mean? So like, you're showing off like mules.
Like mule vibes.
Mueller, you know?
You got some mules. Some formal ones, though.
I was drunk when I got them.
Best purchases, always drunk.
Bro, how much we had? Like, we had like 9, 10 drinks. Like, it was ridiculous.
We were saucing.
I bought Dodger tickets that were over.
No, it was for the next day. Or for the following weekend.
Yeah. And then like, I was like, y'all still want to go? They're like, nah. I'm like, that's on me. It's like, I fucked up.
Oh, man. But no, the mules are fire. I fuck with them.
Yeah, I heard they're pretty comfy, no?
Super comfy. It takes about a week worth of breaking in.
So if you're going to pitch it to somebody who hasn't heard of the Birkenstock Boston, the mule version, what would be your 30-second elevator pitch? Why?
It's like a suede cloud that goes on your foot.
I really thought you were gonna hammer over like it's great quality. It lasts a long time. It does last a long time. They're great
No,
quality.
it does.
They're made
but
of cork. You know.
That's already like they know that already.
Do they? No, I'm saying the person that doesn't know about.
Oh, the person doesn't know that? Well, they last fucking forever, man. Like I've seen people put Vibram soles on them, which is a high
and Soul
durability
Maker.
Yeah.
You do hiking and shit. You do Solomon's.
Like that's my goal. Is I want to put a pair of Vibram soles on my Birkenstocks once I wear them
Red
out.
Wing uses Vibram soles.
Yeah.
Is it Vibram? I always call them Vibram.
I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
Vibram. I say Vibram.
Yeah. They're for everybody.
I'm an intellectual snob too. So,
but it lasts forever. Quality. They're not American made, but I would say I feel like it's an American
it's an
product.
American brand, right? Yeah.
I think
they
they're.
American made?
I don't know.
Whatever.
They're German.
Maybe Swedish, some shit
Yeah.
like that.
But high quality, lasts you a long time, comfort unparalleled, and it's a house shoe. I guess could be worn formally if you know how to do it.
I mean, I have a dog, and mules are awesome for walking dogs, day or night. He's just like after work, he's like, want to take off your work shoes or your day shoes, take them off, and like if you want to do other shit like in the lawn or I don't know, it's an easy transitioning shoe.
Dude, that was my thought process in the morning.
Shoe, right?
Yeah, it was like I was gonna put, I don't know, a pair of cream shoes on or something that would go with this outfit, but I was like, fuck it,
Cream with the chocolate brown.
the authentic Vans, the dirty cream Vans with the blue line.
I don't know about that. I do love that shoe. It's just I have a gripe.
So
I have a gripe. I always see that like 35-year-old dude from like Orange County still wearing like Vans Authentic. I'm like, what are you doing?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it has to be worn. It has to be worn in the right setting.
Okay, we have a buddy of ours that used to live in Newport Beach, and it kind of irks me that he still wears like Vans Authentic.
I actually, when I went to his party last week, he was wearing black Vans Authentics, and I'm like, those were new. You just bought those.
I was supposed to go to that. I got really sick.
Damn. Well, it was fun. You didn't miss out, but it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still want to send out because like the house was fun.
We'll have another send off for him.
You know what I'm saying? Like meet that
Yeah.
40-year-old in like Orange County, lives in Newport. Is like, yeah, like I still wear Vans Authentic. Like, with high socks still. Like, what are you doing?
With Dickie shorts.
It's like a college shirt. He's probably like a new Christian church.
They're on their way to Maggiano's for dinner.
He's trying to convince you how like Christian rock is like pretty ill. I'm like, nah, I'm good, man.
He's like, I saw you listening to Drake this weekend. Why aren't you listening to Christian rock?
Why not listening to Creed? You remember you tried to convince me Creed was a Christian rock band? I was like, are you sure? You're like, bro, look at the music. Just hear it. Like, look at your videos.
Can you take me
I was
higher?
like, and we were watching it. We're like, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see this. And then we fucking look it up. It's like the lead singer like, we are not a Christian rock band.
Explicitly not a Christian rock band.
Because I was like, how can you be wearing a wife beater and leather pants and boots and be like, we're Christian rock?
Like, you know.
But you hear every top hit of their song, they're all like allegories to like Christian allegories, you know?
Exactly.
Like, look above you.
Take
like,
me higher.
Ask for forgiveness. Be better than this, you know? Ask for forgiveness.
Turn the other cheek.
Yeah. Yo, shouts out to Creed. Come on the pod. Come on the pod.
Yeah, we'd love you to have
Did
us
I
on the
just
pod.
ask for a Creed appearance right now?
You know,
how does Creed feel about Birkenstocks?
I feel like they're a fan.
Like did they come in boots?
They want the
Black leather? Vegan?
He wants a brown and black leather alternating.
We get a big
set.
body best and Creed in one room.
There's gonna be a whole lot of situations. Whole lot of leather situations. the pelly
That
pelly.
warm leather from Fordham Road. You understand me?
That
you
pelly
you understand me?
Birkin collab. The Birkenstock pelly collab.
Yo, that's the collab we didn't want, but we need. Every New York motherfucker be lined up out the door.
It's like Crocs, but with pelly leather.
It's like, you silly? Yeah, I'm gonna buy this. What? Put that shit on layaway. You know what I mean?
Speaking of goofy motherfuckers, Art Basel.
It's going on this week, and yeah, is it cool still?
I don't think so. I don't
It's
know.
cool for Damien Hirst. That's when he makes all his fucking money.
We're not there, so it's probably not cool.
I saw this recent trend on TikTok. Mischief doing like
The ATM.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I think it's kind of dope, but it's also very like.
It's kind of sus.
Yeah, it's sus.
I don't want like my information there. Like one of the most important information out there about you.
Well, like so. No,
I guess if you got it, you ain't scared. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess like that's what he's trying to prove. Because a lot of motherfuckers don't got it and they act like they got it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's just like, Diplo did it. He's like, I got like 2 M's.
He had 3 million in there.
3 million in there, yeah. And he's like, yeah. I feel like you see the froggies from the Foo-Foos and from the For Real. Right?
Yeah. Because like I think it was cool because you get like normal people like you and I going on there as well and putting their card in there, and like people were like $400, like number 600, like, you know. So like it's nice seeing that.
I saw some of the rankings. I'm like, all right. I'm like mid-50s, cool.
Like, I'm up there.
I won't say guys, motherfuckers, but you look at that information. You do it's always changing. So I could be like in the 70 by now. Who knows?
Exactly. You know, I would only be able to be up on there if I put my business card there. If I put my personal one, I'd be like, no. It's light work.
Pull like your Deddy account. You know what I mean? Pull like Cash App account. Like, yeah. Yo, how do you feel about like, motherfuckers pulled up with zero money in their account? I'm like, how'd you get to Art Basel?
Yeah, what are you gonna do here?
Yo,
it's like, how do you?
That's that Black Tarantino shit.
That's that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of. Because I know Tarantino makes things that happen out of nowhere.
No. Like the whole 300 crew is like, yo, Black Tarantino and
yeah.
and Fredo Size. I was like, randomly we're talking about like, yo, how do you get money? And you're like, fucking credit card scams.
Listen, guys,
that shit don't pull up.
Shit
don't pull up at the ATM, bro.
If life ever hits you hard, credit card scams.
That's what you say. It's like, yo, worst comes to worst. Like, yo, we going to the Philippines and we do credit card scams.
We have a call center out there.
Well, look, we all right. We're upstanding citizens. Yeah. We pay our taxes, okay, motherfuckers.
But if you ever see one of these podcasts being filmed in Manila, just know why.
Yeah.
Say no more, fam.
That's the triple OG cut. That's a hard cut right there.
Hard cut, bruv.
I don't know. Yeah, that's basically what it is, right? That's the whole social experiment about it.
Yeah, because like
I guess the people that are scared to do it is just like,
you know, they're fake.
Either they're fake or it's just like they know now they're humbled.
Yeah,
now they're humbled. Now they're humble or they're not confident, right? I don't know.
I feel like well,
it's interesting, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to put my card on there. I don't need people knowing.
Me. I have a VPN wherever I go. Like I don't want nothing. Like I not like my dad where he's like cash only. He's like off the grid vibes, or he's like I don't trust machines. Like I got him. I play within that realm. Like when I talk to my accountant, you know what I mean. But it's like otherwise, like he like old school Asian cash.
It's like mattress.
Nah, he doesn't do matches. I'm just saying he's stupid. He's like yeah. It's like I have like a lot of like fucking high yield accounts and whatnot, and like low annuities and whatnot, but like he's like, I want them to know where I'm at. I was like, okay, so like you're not tracking where your money is in other accounts.
It's like,
it don't make sense.
They don't.
Sometimes boomers just have a weird sense of like what's safe and not safe.
Yeah.
Like he has a credit card, but he doesn't believe in the Apple like wallet. He's like, it's not safe. I'm like, you literally got hacked 3 times last month, Dad.
It's actually safer than actually having the physical card.
It is because they scramble it every other week, right? So like, and he literally got hacked. Someone bought like $500 worth of langers on his. He got a DoorDash, then he canceled it, and then they got hacked again. Someone bought like some fucking Wingstop on Uber Eats. He's like, "Why the fuck does it keep happening to me?" I was like, "Yo, if you had it on your wallet, it'd be alright." Like,
did he look at your brother and was like, "Was this you?"
Yeah, we all thought it was just like, langers, Wingstop. It sounds familiar. Imagine you get a call from your dad and be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this? Like $500 of Wingstop?" Like, you're like, I don't use your card one, and I'll eat like $500 of Wingstop. What am I eating? What am I eating? Like,
what do you think of me?
I was like, he's just mad. Like motherfuckers like watch the fucking World Cup on his dime. No, but yeah, going back to the account, I don't know. It's cool. Mitch has been killing it.
Yeah, I feel like they're one of the greatest marketing companies out there right now.
I also have like a big major brand. Yeah, they are for sure. Remember they had that whole thing with Lil Nas X?
Yeah? Yeah. Well, everything they've made.
I mean, outside of that, though, what's going on in Art Basel?
Oh.
I feel like people...
I don't know. I haven't heard anything of it.
It's gone through that stage of like, like when a club gets popping, it's cool. Then there's like that second phase of like, it's dying down. And then there's like, it transitions to like, oh, now it's like, I'm going here to go to the after party or to the next spot.
Exactly.
It comes to the transitory. Then there's phase 3 or just like, now they're doing theme nights.
Like Art Basel Western night.
And then like, now there's phase 4. There's motherfuckers going out church like phase 2. You shouldn't know. Get the fuck out of here.
Leave quickly.
Art Basel is in that phase 2 right now of that club where it's just like, I'm going there to like meet people and go to the after party. And that's where the real business starts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, it's not happening there at the main event. It's happening at the after
before
hours.
It was just like everything was just like, oh my gosh, it's like, dude, like what, 5-6 years ago, we'd be like, yo, that shit look mad lit. I'm too poor for this, but it looks mad lit. But now it just seems like
now the barrier to entry is so low.
It just seems like motherfuckers like bitches be wearing Shein coming in. You know what I mean? Dig?
You could rock some H&M to Art Basel.
Like bitches like wearing fucking Fashion Nova coming in. Back then it used to be like cool people going in. Now cool people are going there for work.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
They're there for work.
And then they posted they never posted shit inside Art Basel. They always posted shit like, I'm at my homie's crib at the party.
Yeah.
We got the biddies and we got the fucking suits in here and we making that work. And then now like, what was it, Heron Preston's like, yo, I got like private dinner at John George and like investors. That's where it's at. You know what I mean? That's where you need to be at.
Yeah, those are the tables you want to be at, not at the free party with the
4 or 5 years
night.
ago, there was like that infamous no vacancy in to see party. It was just like, it was up. You know what I mean?
Dude, what about when Supreme threw the party at the fucking strip club in Paris?
What?
That was their after Paris Fashion Week?
Yeah.
Supreme threw a party at a strip club, and that was the after party.
That's a real fucking after party.
Right? I want to go to that.
Shit. Yo, how you think French strippers be like?
I don't know.
I feel like they stink. Y'all have been to Paris? Yo, them pits be on.
I'm gonna come through with the can of Axe chocolate.
Motherfuckers Motherfucker, be out there with the holy waters. Like, you need to find Jesus. Like, in the strip club. Like, what are you doing here? Repent.
Yeah, repent.
Repent.
Pay for your sins.
Or I could be like Kevin's pastor. Don't say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Carl Pastor Lenz knows what I'm talking about.
Hashtag Carl Pastor Lenz.
Hashtag Hillsong Church.
Oh my God.
What else is going on? Let's finish off with the World Cup.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Talk about the World Cup. You know, we got the World Cup is going on right now. USA just lost. We fucking out. That shit hurts.
Mexico's out.
Mexico's didn't make it to the knockout range. I don't know. How do you feel?
Sad.
How do you feel about that?
I'm sad my boys are out. The
They
USA boys and the Mexico boys.
Yeah, I mean, they say it's coaching, but both teams coaching was fucked them up.
They need a better coach. I don't know enough about football, but or soccer.
Hey, listen, the only time I care about soccer, it's soccer over here, motherfuckers. I know it's football over there in the rest of the world, but over here it's soccer. And I don't give a fuck about it every 4 years. And they're out now, so basically I'm just going to look at the highlights.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. I was like, I don't give a fuck. After that, it's like, okay, cool. I'd rather watch like fucking golf than watch this shit.
So who's got the best kit though?
Best kit? Ooh, I mean, remember like last one? It was like Nigeria. I had
Those
the
were sick.
cologne. Yeah. I think I always love the Dutch. I know we just lost it, but I always love their blue jersey and the orange. Of course, it's iconic. You know what I mean?
The orange one, classic.
The Aztec one from Mexico, that's pretty fire.
The
And some
Mexico
dude, I
ones are
saw
cool.
some dude wear it with the long sleeve with the 3 stripes coming down. I'm like, oh, that's fire. That's what's up. That's gang.
I like the Mexico jerseys. My favorite one of all times was USA Rocket Pop, the bottle pop.
Oh, really? I like the one from '94 where you wore the acid denim. They wore fucking acid denim as their main top. I was like, bro, you're fucking like running 20 miles an hour. You're wearing denim on you.
The chafe.
No, it's funny. I had that the Rocket Pop jersey.
I think I remember you had it.
Yeah, then I gave it to my dad. Now he rocks it when he works out.
Yeah, I didn't know about the acid denim one. I know that. What do they call Japanese's men's team? Samurais.
Blue Samurais.
Yes, they have sick fucking uniforms.
Yeah, that was like that iconic blue. You know what I mean? I'm surprised you like Argentina, like
The stripes.
striped. Yeah, nah.
I do, but they beat Mexico, so I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, what's this thing about like? I don't know. I'm getting into deep waters, but like I prefer to be there anyway. What's up with it? Like I heard Mexicans don't fuck with Argentinians like that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
My brother used to work in the kitchen, and he was Mexicano, right? And then they were serving these Argentinian people, and then the Mexicano goes like, "I fucking not hate, but I dislike Argentinians." My brother's like, "Why?" He's like, "They think they're fucking better than us."
They have like the arrogance of a French person.
A lot of French people live in Argentina, and
Exactly.
Germans,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So
and
they have
when you
that-
look at them, they look more European. Correct? Yeah. It's like we go to Uruguay too, right? Same shit.
A lot of those countries, they have that kind of that European influence.
But I hope you don't see that in Chile or Venezuela or Colombia. Obviously, Brazil.
Yeah.
You know, they're Afro, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I don't know exactly
But
why.
you see Argentina, Uruguay, it's like them two are like.
Chile has a lot of light skinned people as well.
You know, they're very.
Yeah, very uppity,
Yeah.
very bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
Um,
Because he got blue eyes.
yeah, I think so. I think they're trying to be
What
cool.
the fuck are you a fresa?
Nah, I feel like the Fresnos would actually be like, no, you're not, but I'll take it.
Yeah, but like, is there like a history there? Like back in the day, do I not know of? You know?
Not that I know of, to be honest. I just know of it because of the way the people act. As
But
far
y'all,
as like,
y'all better than Salvadorans in Guatemala.
pause. I don't want to offend anybody.
You go to deep waters right now.
I don't want to offend anybody.
Hey, it's only a game. It's only a game, but not really though.
If the shoe fits.
So if I just call you, what's up, fucking Salvadorian? You'd be like,
I'd be like,
you ever call the Dominican a Mexican? No, know what's worse? You ever call a Dominican a Puerto Rican?
I was about to say,
You ever call a Puerto Rican a Dominican?
nah, because I want
Flip out.
because I value my life.
You ever called a Spaniard not a Spaniard?
You ever called Spanish a Mexican?
I don't know. You should do it. You should
When I'm in Spain, I'm like, yo, why are there so many Mexicans here?
So so many Mexicans talk weird. Not gonna lie, like the whole lisp thing, like
Kind of soft. Yo.
By the way, BZ is Mexicano. So.
Yeah. Soy Mexicano, putos.
Full disclosure, I'm Filipino, so same colonizer. I feel.
Yeah.
I dig
we
it.
both feel the same pain.
Yeah.
Baños.
Mother's maiden name, Basilio. You do what you need to do with that information.
Yo, isn't there some word in Tagalog that are Spanish as well, like pantalones?
No, like, if you're part Spanish, as we say, you're like, oh, you're a mestizo.
Mestizo.
Yeah, we had to say with the list, too. You're like, it's not mestizo. It's like, oh, we're a mestizo.
Mestizo.
And you're like, oh, really? You're up, you know.
Sucre.
No, you know, like, I see a lot of maggots.
This is about to get canceled before we even start.
You know what I mean? I know Japan just beat Spain recently.
Yeah, they did.
I heard Spain let them win, though, because if they took second billing in their group, they face Morocco now.
Which is an easier win, right?
And you don't have to go against Croatia. Against Luka Modric.
Croatia's a tight team, bro.
They made it to the finals last World Cup.
So
I mean, yeah. What were we talking about? Like the
just
kits,
World Cup
the
fits,
kits,
yeah. World Cup
well,
kits.
every year Brazil's always fire.
Yeah, they always have some cool shit.
Yellow top, green trimmings, blue shorts,
Or white
socks, or white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whatever shoes they're wearing.
Would you rock the Brazil dunks if you were part of the Brazil team?
No, all the like. There's the here. No. I was like, oh, Panda Dunks, and no, it's not here. It's like Panda Dunks, and it's like right above that. Brazil Dunks. Yeah. Funny enough, my girl's best friend is Brazilian, and he got like matching Brazil Dunks for him and her. So I was like, oh, that's nice, but you know.
How do you feel about the West Indies or the Puerto Rican Air Force Ones?
Stingray Coochie.
That West Indies coochie, bro. I should have hit you.
Yo, I'm DJ Star. Shout out to DJ Star. You remember he was like, how do you feel about like Rihanna beating Chris Brown? He's like, man, that West Indian pussy will fuck you up. Like, you better come proper. You know what I mean? Like, they'll fight you. And that's what happened.
You better mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
They'll throw hands real quick.
Yeah. What's a good soccer kit? Hard cut. What's a good soccer kit?
Oh, fuck.
For this year? I don't know. Like, traditionally, I guess. We're not soccer heads.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing?
Germany's always had a nice one.
I like their colorway. It's the black,
white or their white jersey with like the crest right there and the 5 stars because they won 5 fucking World Cups.
They got 4.
Oh.
I think they got 4.
I ain't trying to gas them up too much.
Ariane reminded me. He's like, we're one behind Brazil.
Oh, he would know.
They got knocked out. USA did better than the Germans, so eat a dick. And Uruguay too.
Los Uruguayos.
Yeah, I like like the red, yellow, black with the white. Like it's always a good. Every year they kind of like have a pretty fucking. Well, when your main color is black or white, you're good.
Well, what about Ivory Coast?
They're not. I don't know.
But they have some cool uniforms.
I think Senegal or Ghana has the black star, and every time I see it, I'm like Black Star, the rap group.
Yeah.
So that's pretty ill.
Who else has a cool
I
one?
know last year like the Nigeria ones. That's all I know because every single hype piece is like, yo, fire.
Why? I don't know, but okay.
Fire, yeah. That's because nowadays like, why is it cool? I was like, I don't know, it's fire. On God, for real.
Oh,
what time do we got?
I forgot to put the timer on, bro.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna have to feel this out. Hey, we're gonna do a hard cut on the ending as well.
Well, we'll see you guys in 2023, motherfuckers.
Will we? How long are you being in Paris for? Oh shit, I'll bleep that out. Don't worry.
It's okay. I'm
Paris,
gonna be
London. Where are you going?
Paris,
Cat's
London,
out the bag now. Like
Amsterdam.
Flex on them hoes.
Well, I'm actually going shopping, vintage shopping in Paris, Amsterdam, and London.
Hey, are we doing
International episode?
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring
your
iPad.
Bring your AirPods and
I'll bring the iPad with me.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Make me feel poor.
It'll be like when a rapper records a song when he's in jail.
Shout out Taxstone.
Shout out Max B, Big Avail.
Wavy, baby.
Wavy Crockett.
Are you silver serving?
You ain't wavier than the wavy man himself.
I heard you're blowing in Dutch.
Oh, man.
You see that video where he's like outside heading to the court he knowing that like he's gonna be guilty, he goes to the camera, smoking the blunt, goes, "Bad day for the surfer." And he's just like with his sunglasses on, indoors,
with the big wraparound shades on,
with a Nautica suit,
fresh off the rack, never been tailored.
with the fucking braid. I'm like, bro, this Silver surfing, let's go. Yo, if he comes back out, okay. Full tangent. Y'all need to turn this off. We're going OT on this. How come Bobby Schmurda didn't get the love when he came out? He was more like a meme. You know what I mean?
I think because he fell off.
Yeah, you think so? You think his moment passed him?
Yeah, he. It just his time wasn't there anymore.
This is a Patreon part of
join for the Patreon exclusive.